Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. This is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, this defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Motion left, Smith. 2nd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Horton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. McCann. Throw left side complete. That's Norton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. McCann. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
First down, Eagles.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Another extra point opportunity here. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7. Commanders nothing. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
79 Broncos.
Daniels looking to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Eagle defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think plays like that will give them some confidence. Something sorely needed going against this unit.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
70, Hawk 70. Hawk 70, Hawk 60 Bobcats, 60 Maverick, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now Daniels. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. McCann. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They bring a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now a toss right to Barkley. Across midfield. He's on his way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
19 Lions.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Trap 60.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Panther Street. Panther Street.
To throw is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Complete to Danny Gray. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Mustang 19. Come on, come on. Set. 18. Go check. Go check. Hut, hut.
To the air goes Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Get it. 77.
Running the toss to Brooks here. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, is it bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
19 right. Go, Reed. Go.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCann. Over the middle, complete. It's Norton. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Third and 3. Operating from the gun. McCann. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
In motion left goes Smith. 2nd and 14. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 23 yards the pickup there. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. McCann. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
60 Bison.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
They get this out left. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
Commanders nothing.
after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Ready up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ready.
Here's Daniels. He delivers another got it complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Ready. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Ready. 60. Go, Chat. Go, Chat.
Looking to throw. Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tigers. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he fires one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Come on. Set, drop 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This short throw caught by Goddard. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Ready. Let's go now. Ready.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That's complete left side to Gray. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Brooks. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Inaudible here to get a new look. On 4th down, here's Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Danny Gray from a yard out. And the Commanders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by York is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Commanders 7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. Inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And a lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay, ready?
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
18, find in. Ready?
Looking to throw. Daniels going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Hey, check that. Street.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this was going.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Viking 18. Trap 60, trap 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Able to find Gray here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
18 Robert, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
First down, Eagles.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off the bootleg, McCann. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Here we go, sack. Viking 18.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCann. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go, strike. Panther 60, Panther 60, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lane. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll try to pick it up himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's good.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on third down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Daniels.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Daniels looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, he has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum.
Skirt steak. Come on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
Filet. 10 ounce. 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 54 yards. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Back to throw. Daniels. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. Barkley inside handoff. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop it with authority. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, a partner. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 more yards there and another first down. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
49. Commanders 14.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on first down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Albert O, 54 yards. And the Eagles add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Set. Viking 18. Ready.
Now Daniels. Throw left side, complete. That's Lane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
To throw is Daniels. This ball taken in here by Brooks.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
The 31-yard line.
70.
To the air goes Daniels.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Dragon 60. 19. Still. Warrior 70. 19. Tiger. 19. Tiger. Let go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's another Washington first down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by York is up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back in their heels.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Philadelphia, after the home loss, they rebound with a good road win to get back to 500. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.